with his head all over the place. I thought, can I face that? Am I strong enough to face it? And I didn't think I was. So
Tyson Fury has broken his silence regarding his father John Fury's comments
before the build-up to this
recent
fight.
loss.
John
Leading
Fury
up
has
to
been
the
playing
fight,
a role
John Fury
unfamiliar to
adopted
both
an
himself
unfamiliar
and
role,
everyone.
remaining
He had been
unusually quiet
uncharacteristically
and absent
quiet
from the
and
build-up.
absent,
Typically
and when
a
it was
vocal
time for
figure,
press
John's
conferences
absence from press
and media
conferences
duties,
and media
John was
duties
nowhere to be
noticeable,
seen.
sparking
It was clear the
speculation.
guilt and
Many
shame from his
believed he
son's
was
first
grappling
loss
with guilt
was
and
overwhelming
shame
him.
following his
However,
son's
it's
first
grown worse
professional
now.
defeat.
excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's back.
Since Tyson's latest setback, the situation has escalated. Rather than bearing the shame himself, John Fury has shifted the blame onto those who he claims forced him out of Tyson's corner. According to John, his removal was meant to help his son secure a victory, but the result was far from what they had hoped. After staying
all to the winner by unanimous decision, still undefeated, still
away as requested, the loss hit harder, prompting John to lash out at Tyson's coaches and other boxing professionals who have criticized him since the incident in May. John Fury insists that sidelining him was a mistake, one that contributed to Tyson's defeat. In response, Tyson Fury clarified the situation, dismissing claims that his father was kicked out of his corner. Tyson explained that John's absence was due to travel commitments in Malta, not any external force or decision by his team. Tyson Fury hadn't spoken to his father, John Fury, throughout his training camp ahead of his rematch with Oleksandr Usyk. In their first undisputed
tomorrow night? I'm not sure. Maybe. I haven't really spoken to him, Dad, to be honest, though.
Title fight in May, Tyson suffered a tough and devastating defeat. During that fight, John Fury was present in Tyson's corner, alongside trainers Andy Lee and Sugar Hill Stewart, offering loud advice throughout the bout. However, despite his efforts, Tyson couldn't overcome the fine margins of defeat, which led to widespread criticism of John's involvement so close to the camp. Fast forward 6 months to the rematch, and John Fury was noticeably absent from all media events in the build-up, including the press conference and open workouts. During the first fight's build-up, John had caused a stir, headbutting a member of Usyk's team, making his absence this time even more.
I presume so, but we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. I take it that means he's not in the corner, or I suppose we just don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Apparent. As the rematch unfolded in Saudi Arabia, John Fury was not present in Tyson's corner, having been removed to allow Stewart to take center stage as the main focus for Tyson's training and fight plan. His absence raised questions, especially given the previous drama surrounding his presence during Tyson's initial defeat. John Fury was notably absent from ringside, despite other members of Tyson Fury's family being present, including his brother Tommy and wife Paris. They watched
to your wife or your children for the last 3 months. You are really concentrating on this match.
For sure, I won the victory very bad.
Watched as Tyson suffered his second defeat to the brilliant Oleksandr Usyk, who once again outboxed him to claim a unanimous decision victory. Many had suggested that Fury's senior was a distracting presence in Tyson's corner during their first encounter, where Tyson narrowly lost by split decision, despite feeling he had done enough to win. Acting on the advice of his corner, Tyson went into the rematch with a noticeable absence of his father, a decision that appeared to be premeditated. Tyson had spent months in a training camp in Malta, cutting off all communication with his family, including his wife Paris, to
can be a part of them all this time for the match.
It's difficult, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Do you think that
fully focus on his preparation? When asked about his relationship with his father and the camp conditions, Tyson stated, "I haven't spoken to anybody. Shane's been with me the whole camp. We had 60 days together, killing each other. He's called me more useless things than ever before." He added, "I've not spoken to anybody. When I say I haven't, I really haven't. Just been focused on the fight and doing my job." The camp in Malta was focused solely on training, with Tyson sticking to a strict routine. "We had decent weather."
Furious? He will be angry?
Who? Alexander?
Yes, Usyk.
No, he won't be furious. He'll be okay.
You will be furious?
Good facilities. I'd go to the gym in the morning, eat, go back to the gym in the evening, and then eat again. The only time I left was to go to the gym or go to get food. During Tyson Fury's second loss to Oleksandr Usyk, many in the boxing community placed some of the blame on Tyson's father, John Fury, citing his chaotic behavior in the corner during the first fight. Critics argued that John's loud, incessant screams may have confused Tyson, leaving him scatterbrained in the heat of the battle. This led to the announcement that John would not be part of the corner team for the rematch. Despite widespread criticism, there were still a few who chose to defend John. Chael Sonnen, one of UFC's most notorious trash talkers, stepped in to defend the elder Fury.
See, I thought he was better than this. I used to view Tyson like as a fellow genius. That's how I would talk about him. I appreciate.
Sonnen, known for trash-talking his way into a title fight with Anderson Silva, argued that the portrayal of John Fury as a drinker, but I haven't seen evidence that he's a drunk, Sonnen said. I haven't heard anything like the old man goes out nightly and gets wasted, or even that he drinks alone at home. Son said that John Fury's antics before fights have been on display for fans to watch, but he suggested that John's absence from the rematch was more due to personal discomfort rather than any negative behavior. Sonnen explained that Fury Sr. was no longer comfortable with his usual antics. When he goes out to perform, he is
Tyson Fury a lot. I appreciate the boxer. I'm grateful for the entertainer. The entertainment side of Tyson is something that I feel people should say thank you for. It's not included in your pictures. It's in your pay-per-view buy. Now he's in a back and forth with John Jones. If John
not comfortable ripping his shirt off and screaming at kids half his age, Sonnen remarked, suggesting that John's reluctance to be the center of attention was a result of growing unease with his former larger-than-life persona. Before the first fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk in May, John Fury made headlines after headbutting a member of Usyk's team, leaving him with a bleeding forehead. Despite the chaos, Chael Sonnen believes that John's actions, though controversial, were part of a strategy to bring attention to his son's fights. Sonnen argued that John is aware of the spectacle and interest such antics create, helping to elevate his son's profile. He's just trying to serve his son, Sonnen explained in a YouTube video, adding that John sometimes has a few drinks before his dramatic performances. This led to a few dramatic performances. However, Tyson Fury has since provided an update on his relationship with his father ahead of their rematch with Usyk. The Gypsy King revealed that he has not spoken to his father in the lead.
Before he takes him down and beats him up. The difference is, while they're standing, even for those brief exchanges, much like he did with Cyril Gane, John will beat you up there too. John will beat you up in every single position.
Up to the highly anticipated fight. Fury, who spent 3 months in isolation at a training camp in Malta, emphasized his intense focus on regaining the WBA, WBC heavyweight titles. I haven't spoken to anybody, Tyson Fury said. Jane's been with me the whole camp. Huey came over 2 weeks ago and that's it. I've not spoken to anybody. This intense isolation signals Fury's determination to focus solely on the fight ahead. John Fury, who sparked controversy during the build-up to Tyson Fury's first fight with Oleksandr Usyk, will not be in his son's corner this time. Instead, Tyson's trainers Andy Lee and Sugar Hill Stewart will take full.
Tried to have a fighter come in at a certain weight. I only want him to weigh whatever makes him perform the best. That's it. It's that.
Control. When questioned about the preparations, Stewart chuckled and described it as a little workout, emphasizing the laid-back approach to this part of the promotional duties. He went on to highlight the focus and readiness of Tyson, stating, "He's just ready, 100% ready." Fighters and trainers rarely understate their preparation for a major fight, often claiming they're 100% ready or even 110%. But Stewart's words reflect the seriousness of their preparation. The absence of John Fury, which had been expected, was further confirmed when Stewart mentioned that Tyson's corner would consist solely of himself, Andy Lee, and the Cutman.
That's it, and that's simple for me. Heavyweight is no weight limit, so other weight divisions, they have to stay comfortable. They have to train at a.
During the first fight in May, Fury was overwhelmed by advice from various sources, though he never used it as an excuse. This time around, it appears that Tyson has taken steps to avoid such distractions. With John Fury out of the picture, the focus will remain solely on the task at hand, reclaiming the heavyweight titles and avoiding the chaos that may have contributed to his first loss to Usyk. When asked about what would be different in the rematch, Tyson Fury confidently stated, "I'm going to knock him out as promised."
Samson.
A lot of hurt.
Is that the just ongoing motto for this weekend?
Hurt.
Oleksandr Usyk, dressed in a tailored purple suit with a dramatic white sash, responded, "It's in God's hands, but I think I will win again." The crowd for the press conference was sparse, with only a handful of fans from both sides of Europe in attendance. However, the real test will come later in the week, when the fighters face off in Riyadh for their highly anticipated rematch. Fury has claimed to have...
A knockout, no difficulty, no. Easy. Easy work. Really.
Alexander.
Easy. He ain't no Alexander. I'm Alexander.
How do you prepare for this fight?
Grow be it.
Rewatched their first bout 100 times, preparing to make adjustments and aiming to hand Usyk his first career defeat. Fury maintains that he was the true victor of their first fight and that his lack of focus contributed to the loss. "I need to be
In the corner on that night.
Nothing went wrong in the corner. Nothing. What went wrong?
It seemed on the TV. It seemed like chaos.
No, it wasn't chaos. You got a dad in the corner, and who John was saying a lot of good things.
More focused this time and not do as much showboating," Fury said in an interview with GB News. He admits that complacency may have set in, but insists that showboating didn't cost him the fight. However, he is determined to avoid distractions and stay focused in the rematch. Assistant trainer Andy Lee believes that Sugar Hill Stewart should have been the only voice in Fury's corner during the first fight. "There were a lot of voices in the corner and we were in a dire situation. We had to get him back to himself," Lee said. While John Fury gave great advice, Lee felt his presence may have added to the chaos. Going into the rematch, Fury's corner will consist of just Lee and Sugar Hill, sticking to the team that he believes will help him secure victory. Tyson Fury has taken responsibility for the issues in his corner during his first fight with Oleksandr.
He was giving good advice, but he's also come from a perspective of a dad who's watching his son in a fight. And then you've got Sugar Hill, who is always the main voice in the corner, who Tyson listens to anyway.
Usyk, acknowledging the need for improvement. While some have blamed his team for the chaos, Fury has chosen not to change his corner crew, hoping the adjustments will lead to a better outcome. "Hopefully it works out for him," Andy Lee told Boxing Scene, emphasizing the team's commitment to helping Fury succeed in the rematch. The rematch between Fury and Usyk is scheduled for December 21st, but this time only...
And they have their shorthand of phrases and things they work on during the gym that they know, that Tyson understands what Sugar's saying.
Only the WBC, WBA and WBO titles will be up for grabs, as Usyk relinquished the IBF title following his win. Ricky Hatton, discussing the corner issues from the first fight, suggested that Fury's cornerman should communicate more effectively during the 3-minute round intervals. Hatton believes that while multiple people can talk during the round, only one voice should deliver the message to Fury when he returns to the corner. This would help avoid confusion and ensure clarity. "You've got to get the message around effectively, so you need one..."
Sugar knows what Tyson's... Like, Tyson will understand what Sugar says if nobody else does, in terms of the phrases he uses. My input was...
one voice delivering it, Hatton explained. As for his prediction, Hatton feels the fight is still too close to call, calling it a toss of the coin in terms of who will win. However, he believes Fury's best chance of victory lies in utilizing his physical attributes more effectively, especially now that the corner situation is resolved. It appears that Tyson Fury has heeded this advice, with Lee confirming that only one voice will be heard in his corner during the rematch. Tyson Fury's coach has confirmed that his father John Fury will not be in his corner for this.
Serious hurt.
I know we're in the last stretch, so are you basically done with all the chit-chat, the talking, the back and forth?
A lot of damage.
This weekend's world heavyweight title rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. John Fury, who faced heavy criticism for his behavior leading up to the first fight in May, was involved in a pre-fight altercation where he headbutted a member of Usyk's team. The incident, which left Fury bloodied, went viral on social media, prompting widespread calls for his removal from Tyson's entourage to ensure the best chance of victory. In the aftermath, Saudi authorities decided to move past the incident, but the fallout lingered, with with many believing that John Fury's presence in the corner contributed to the chaotic atmosphere during the first fight, which Tyson lost by split decision. At a media workout in Riyadh just 3
Okay, so there you go. Thank you very much. It was a great workout. Look at all these people that came to see you, so for a lot of damage. Thank you.
days before the rematch, Tyson Fury and Usyk were both present, but John Fury was noticeably absent. Tyson's head trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, confirmed that John Fury would not be part of the camp for the rematch, emphasizing Tyson's focus. Tyson is just ready right now, said Stewart. He has always had a silly demeanor, playing around, but this is a different side of him. He is 100% ready. The decision signals a shift in Tyson's preparation ahead of the crucial rematch. Pressed on who would be in his corner for the rematch, Tyson Fury's head trainer.
Round 11, round 12, you have to win the last 2 rounds. And I had to say that because I knew Tyson was down on the cards. And I had to say that.
Was that the instruction given from everyone going into the last 2 rounds?
Sugar Hill's steward confirmed it would just be himself, Andy Lee, and the cutman. Pretty much that's it. Earlier this week, Tyson remained nonchalant when asked about his father's role in the upcoming fight, stating, "I don't know, I don't get involved in all that stuff. I just go to the gym, train, fight, get paid, and go home. That's what I've always done." Tyson's assistant trainer Andy Lee reflected on the chaos in the corner during his first fight with Oleksandr Usyk in May, admitting there may have been too many voices. Last time, the corner was hectic, especially towards the end.
We're ever going to hear John Fury say those words again. John Fury was screaming over the top of Sugar Lee, right? So your corner is sitting there getting conflicting advice.
Of the fight, Lee said, there were 3 different voices in there, Sugar Hill, John, and me. I can understand from a dad's point of view, he was trying to protect his son, but Sugar Hill was trying to win the fight. Lee added that he was told Tyson was 2 rounds down and needed to communicate that to him. Some critics suggested that John Fury's presence may have distracted from the tactical advice being given by Lee and Stewart, with fans believing his interference may have cost Tyson the fight. It seems that for this rematch, Tyson...
Don't be afraid to slide in. Slide in. Quit pulling back or you're getting caught. Please tell you. Box now, move like win these 2 rounds. Go.
You need a cool, calm, collected corner.
And his team are focused on a more streamlined approach. One fan wrote that Fury's corner was filled with 2 highly knowledgeable boxing experts in Sugar Hill Stewart and Andy Lee, but their astute tactical advice was often drowned out by John Fury shouting instructions like, "Use the jab, we're fighting men." The fans suggested that John Fury, who lacks expertise in the sport, shouldn't be anywhere near the corner.
The corner work for 60 seconds in a situation where the stakes are so high is absolutely vital. A lot of the time, they don't need to tell them how to box.
As his constant interruptions undermined the coaches, another fan agreed, emphasizing that Tyson Fury needs to keep his father out of the training camp, the build-up, and especially out of his corner for the next fight, describing him as a major hindrance and distraction to the team. A clip from the fight showed Stewart giving Tyson crucial advice before the final 2 rounds, telling him,
It was a close fight, you know. I believed, like, I thought I did enough, but, you know, I'm not a judge. I can't judge a fight while I'm boxing it. You know, if they...
"Don't cross your goddamn legs, be ready to punch. Don't be afraid to slide in, quit pulling back or you'll get caught." Meanwhile, John Fury could also be heard shouting instructions, repeatedly telling his son light punches, and talking over Stewart by advising Tyson to box and move. While his official team said he was winning the fight, based on John's comments, it's likely he was surprised by the outcome, especially given his strong belief in his son's performance. Tyson later confirmed that his team had told him to adjust his strategy, though it wasn't enough to secure the victory.
Yeah, nobody could ever put this fight on except Turkey Al Sheikh in the great kingdom of Saudi, and we're all here. We're enjoying it, and I can't express how much I enjoy this country, the people, and I just want to be like them. I want to be like the Saudis, because the worst man in Saudi is better than John Fury. There you are.
Tyson Fury believed he had done enough in the 12 rounds to win against Oleksandr Usyk, despite the split decision outcome. "I thank Oleksandr for the good fight. It was a close fight, but I thought I did enough," he said during the post-fight press conference. Fury admitted, "I'm not a judge, and I can't judge a fight while I'm boxing it. If they'd told me before the last round that I was down, I would have gone and tried to finish it. But everyone in the corner believed we were up. All I had to do was just keep boxing and doing what I was doing. In his study, a physician ran a botany test. He spotted the pigeon's tattoo coming from a large message below the nipples. John Fury, built like a barn door, had a brief but notable boxing career between 1987 and 1995, with 13 professional bouts, along with several bare-knuckle fights. His passion for his sons, Tyson and Tommy, runs deep, especially when they're in camp. Tommy Fury, who gained fame after his appearance on Love Island, has made a name for himself in the boxing world as well. For the latest updates on boxing news, events, and moments, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay informed when we drop new content. Until next time, peace out.